Can you imagine that there's currently a missile whose impact is strong enough to punch through a reinforced plane? And what if you put 6 of them together and installed it on an armored wheeled complex? You'd get a vehicle capable of destroying any air threat in a matter of seconds, whether it be an armored helicopter or a supersonic drone. All of this is about today's subject that's so powerful it's been called the Defender of Presidents. What else can it do? Keep watching to find out. So today's video is about the Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile System, NASAMS. It doesn't matter when or at what, it'll shoot down anything in any weather and any conditions. It doesn't worry about interference or even enemy fire that won't reach it. This beauty was developed by the Norwegian company Kongsberg along with American Raytheon and was created as a next-gen system. What can we say? This unorthodox collaboration produced results. NASAMS is so successful, neither 10 fighters nor a reinforced base can oppose it. Even if it's hit by an enemy round or if half the vehicle's blown in half, it can still escape, retarget from its new location, and continue fighting. It's a real-life Terminator that doesn't stop until the mission is complete. Now just imagine this monster was made after just 4 years of hard work. Additionally, the development approach used profit motives. When making the system, they used the principle of modernizing already existing machines. In short, the time and monetary expenses on production were minimal and no power was lost from that decision. Its main combat piece is the American-made AIM-120A air-to-air missile. It can reach speeds of 2,237 miles per hour. That's enough to punch through an airplane wing. Its operational range is also impressive. It's from 1.5 to 25 miles. Not even spy drones can get past it. The missile has an explosive fragment warhead that activates when it hits its target. But of course, this weapon is primarily used to eliminate more expensive and dangerous enemy missiles. The AIM-120A is capable of scrapping an enemy missile that's 10 times as expensive. This simple quality lets it defend effectively against artillery strikes as well as wage a war of attrition, which plays a key role in modern war. The missile has an aerodynamic design and an X-shaped wing. This combination provides fairly good maneuverability even at low speeds. And the developers installed a rudder in the tail section for increased accuracy. The missile can be controlled through a combined navigation system. First, the navigator provides an approximate zone where the target was detected. Next, the missile is fired and gathers significant speed. After a few seconds, the warhead initiates self-navigation and determines the lucky person who'll be destroyed in an instant. If the target's actively maneuvering, the missile can receive commands from the ground by an operator. Also, super-accurate sensors capable of detecting an object and its flight path help in navigation, and a last-gen radar station can accurately pinpoint its location. Simply speaking, this set of tools makes sure the shot hits its mark. Additionally, the target intercept function can work up to 12 miles away. The missiles are stored, transported, and launched from special launch transport containers. In layman's terms, it's a new kind of box that opens at the top that's necessary to direct the missile's flight. This choice provides the maximum speed in attacking a critically important target when talking about AA systems. A group of 6 containers is placed in a launch system that's then placed on the Scania P-113 vehicle. It has high maneuverability and average defense statistics. If directly hit by a Grad or tank, its armor isn't enough. But if shot at by a machine gun or even some shrapnel, it won't be a problem. Based on combat capabilities, the NASAMS is a head above its brother, the improved Hawk, that's been old for a while now. This new system is capable of simultaneously addressing and destroying a much greater number of targets. Even an entire squad of fighters won't have the time to run away. Additionally, its reaction time to threats is much lower, and it can transition from transport mode to combat mode much quicker. If the Hawk was like a slow turtle that was easy to destroy, the NASAMS is a nimble fighting wolf. After volleying all 6 missiles, it can quickly disappear from where it fired to avoid a response. Also important is the decreased crew size by 4 times, and each part of the complex can be serviced and can function independently. That means if half the system is disabled in combat, the second half can keep on working. And as a nice bonus, the system is capable of integrating with other AA defense systems and working cooperatively with them. This is necessary to make sure several systems don't all fire on the same single enemy target to preserve ammunition. Extra expenses aren't wanted by anyone. All of these capabilities make the system incredibly in demand for the Norwegian Army, and immediately after it was released, the government placed an additional order. But the Americans preferred to wait for an improved option for its needs, so next came the modernized NASAMS 2 version. This one joined the U.S. military and is still used to defend D.C., which provided its nickname, the Defender of Presidents. This system differs from its little brother in its much greater mobility since the launch system is on a BV-206 chassis with increased maneuverability. Another new feature is the improved software and more advanced communication channels, including satellite GPS. Wow, I think these additions are enough to convince anyone of the strength of NASAMS. It's in the armed forces of many countries, including Spain, the Netherlands, Chile, Finland, Lithuania, Indonesia, and more, and will soon join Ukraine. The Defenders will receive another 2 AA batteries that will increase the country's defenses. Ukraine did not previously have an order for these systems, and there's a waiting list for them. However, a special exception was made because the U.S., who makes the missiles for the system, included the NASAMS in another military aid package. It's excellent news since Ukraine needs to develop its AA defenses. The military sees almost every Russian missile, but shooting them down isn't so easy. I think it's time we made some comparisons since you all love them. First up is the Russian SAM-OSA system. It's actively used by the Russian army in modern warfare, even though its effectiveness is extremely outdated. Second, the OSA's operational range is no greater than 6 miles, while the NASAMS can fire 4 times farther. The missiles themselves are smaller and can't take down particularly large targets, but a full volley can provide some results. But it wins in speed and size. The huge Scania P-113 truck can't compete with the comparatively small Russian SAM. However, it's worth remembering that AA are made for defense above all. Thanks to its longer range of attack and its powerful missiles, the NASAMS wins without a doubt. Another competitor is the Israeli Iron Dome. This system competes well in protecting the sky, however it works against slow missiles. Its operational range is similar, but like OSA, the strength and speed of its missiles is weaker. It can't defend against serious threats flying at high speeds. That's why the Ukrainian government turned down Iron Domes in favor of the American AA. And last up is another Russian system, the Buk M1. This system has effective measures to successfully defend the airspace, but even this monster can't win. The max speed of a target it can hit is 1,800 miles per hour, which is much slower than the NASAMS, and its reaction speed to threats is twice as long, which is very disappointing. The only thing the Russian system can boast of is its powerful warhead. Getting hit by its missile is guaranteed destruction. Despite that, the Buk M1 loses honestly because of its low speed and poor reaction time, which are clearly more important than firepower. In the end, it's worth saying the appearance of the NASAMS on the battlefield in Ukraine may be a decisive factor. Besides the supersonic Iskander missile, Russia doesn't have another weapon capable of overcoming this defense after all. I hope similar deliveries of anti-air defense systems will help avoid the massive losses to the population, and simple people can once again feel what having a real peaceful sky is like. This video is coming to an end. Thanks for watching the whole time. I'd be extremely grateful if you'd subscribe to the channel and let us know what you thought about the video in the comments. Your thoughts help the content become better every time. Have a good day, and until next time,